everyone, it's the GINCHY sisters. I'm Dana.
And I'm Candy.
And we're here with our GINCHY GAB.
Yeah.
So with our GINCHY GAB, what we do is Candy and I sit here and we just talk and you just watch. We usually pick a topic.
Lucky
and
you.
This is unscripted, unprepared, and oftentimes Candy doesn't have any idea what's in my head that I want to talk about.
It's very scary for me, just so you know.
So tonight is not scary.
Okay.
If you watched our last GINCHY GAB on a different level of scare, it was scary just because of the circumstances with our whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
This week, we had a special request. And that request is to talk a little bit about how do busy women, busy moms, busy anybody out there, how do they still dress and feel fashionable when they have like this much time to even figure out what they're doing in life? So I'm going to start and go over some things I have done recently to do that better. And I feel like you've really inspired me to do it. So this is a little nod to you, but I've been watching what you talk about. And I find, for me, I have a very hard time, you're going to laugh about this one, but I have a very hard time shopping. So that's not the part that I'm picking up from, but a little bit I am.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
So I am shopping, but in a different way. So what I have found, like for instance, this little blouse I have on, I went to a thrift store and I don't feel guilty at all picking out some random things that I would never have tried before from a thrift store, because A, I feel like I'm saving that little piece of clothes from going into the landfill. I know you love that part. And because we are. And number two, if I hate it, I didn't spend a lot of money on it, so I don't feel guilty about that. I guess it's three parts. And number three, I tend to pick things that I would not have picked otherwise because there's really no rhyme or reason when you're at the thrift store. And when I say thrift store, and this is a little shout out to Treasure House here locally, because it's really not a thrift store at all. It's a secondhand boutique that is so wonderful, and I hope more and more people find it, because you can find such cute things and try different things, experiment, and you just feel good about it. So for me, that's my piece of advice. So go out there.
That's a good tip. I mean, I think like if you want to start out and you want to try something, I mean, I think if you're busy, you know, you've got to figure out what is your style, what are you comfortable in, what does your lifestyle have for you to do. Like if you're a busy mom on the run and you are a stay-at-home mom, your wardrobe choices are going to be different and your foundational pieces may be different than a mom who also has to go to a 9-to-5 job. So your foundational pieces are going to be different. So you want to take like black pants, like Dana has on black pants today. That's a foundational piece. I mean, so do I, but mine are faux leather. So we're gonna use Dana's as an example, because this is like a basic that everyone should have in their closet. And not only should you have it in your closet, but you can do a million things with them. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. She could wear those with tennis shoes, put on a sweatshirt, put on a jacket or whatever, and she's going to the soccer game in those same pants. So finding like foundational pieces that are going to be multifunctional that you wear, then go to the thrift store and say, oh, you know what? I love this flowered blouse. I want to try this color. I've never tried this style. I've never tried this style before, you know. I also think like other places to do stuff, I mean, and you can return it. You can try it on if you don't want. I never try on at the store anymore. Like very rarely do I do that. It's just
that's a good point to make.
It's just not fun to do. But like even going to Marshall's or TJ Maxx, like a lot of times you'll find unique, different things. They might be last season or whatever, but if it's something that you like, who really cares? And then you can try it, see if you like it, and you're not spending a lot of money, and you get a lot of good name brand things there as well. What I love about TJ Maxx is that I'm an accessories person, so I love accessories. In fact, this and these earrings, I all got at Marshall's. And like $14, but they look way more expensive than what I paid for them, because typically they are. You can find even like really high-end stuff. Like you can find like David Yurman. You can find like these are high-end jewelry things for a fraction of the cost. So I think like that, to me, I think that's important, like to make sure you have like a good foundational base, but dress for your lifestyle. If you want to wear sweats, if you want to, you know, look to see what's maybe more on trend. Like for right now, like when you look at athleisure wear, it's going to be more of your full wide leg pants. It's not going to be your tapered joggers as much anymore, where tapered joggers were a big thing. Not that you still can't wear tapered joggers, maybe just dress them a little bit differently. Sometimes I even think you can use your tapered joggers or your sweatsuit like type of outfit and throw a blazer and some boots.
I
and
see
you look
a lot of that
super
now
cute.
on social media. Like when
Super
someone,
cute.
I mean, obviously because we do this, more and more fashion things are thrown in our feed, and that's a cute
And
idea.
the one day, Saturday, I wore cream sweatpants, sweatshirt. I think they were Old Navy. I'm not sure. And I wore that fur vest that I had on in our last GINCHY GAB. I threw that over top of it, and I wore black, like one of my black boots that have like a thicker heel, and that's what I wore. And like that was something that I wouldn't have necessarily thrown together, but I thought, you know what, why not give it a try? And it made it a little bit dressier. It wasn't like I was just going out in sweatpants, you know? So.
Definitely, it changes it. And you brought up a very good point when you were talking about accessories. I think accessories are a great place to start to build your style. There's something about having those basic foundation pieces that Candy's talking about, but when you change the accessories on top of those pieces, it completely changes the look of what you're wearing.
Not only does it change the look, but it adds your personality and your touch to it. So like Dana's going to pick different accessories than I'm going to pick. Now, I'm not saying that we might not gravitate towards some of the same things. I think that's normal, but we both have our own unique sense of style. So we're both going to take a white t-shirt and jeans and go find accessories, and we're both going to come back with two different total looks.
And maybe that's something we do in the future when we take this on the road once this snow goes away.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can play a little game with that and go try on the same and see what we do when we're I know you don't try things on while you're at the store, but maybe we will this time.
Yeah, we could do that for that. Yeah.
So I want to point out too something that Candy has on, that this is inspiring me, because I would not have put together these two different patterns, but I absolutely love what she has on. Now, we will do a full outfit of the day video on her outfit, but I just wanted to point out that as well. Like, go experiment with patterns, designs, mix things together that you would never have even thought can go together. It doesn't mean it's going to work. Try it on, look at yourself. How do you feel before you leave the house? If you don't like it, take it off and try something else.
Right. I mean, I think it's something that you've got to like try to experiment. And I can give it to, like, I'll tell you right now in this GINCHY GAB, and I'll do it in my outfit of the day since some people might not see this, but like stripes, and then this is like a houndstooth blazer. But what makes this work so well is that it's like the same color combination. So when you have mixed patterns that are in the same color combination or partially in the same color combination, it's going to look much better and more, and will blend more. You know, but you can also go like a little bit crazy with like color and pattern. Stripes, I think, go with anything. Like I would do stripes. I would have done this with like leopard print, stripes and leopard in the same family. So I think like sometimes your stripes or your leopard can also work as a neutral, even though some people might not see that. You just got to try and look and see what you think and see how it makes you feel.
You have to be willing, like she said, to try. You have to be willing to just try something different. And again, go out to these little secondhand boutiques and just, you have an array of different styles, fashion, things that you wouldn't even. You
know what I do? Like what I do a lot is I do like, I'll style, or maybe it's called like merchandising. Like, you know, when you go to the store and you see that the outfit is put together and they're merchandising it. So I'll take my closet and I will even like, I'll kind of put it together. I will take like, now this I knew was going to work, but like I will take like a sweater with a shirt underneath it and see how that looks. I'll hang it on a hanger and put my my pants up against it and just have a visual look of the outfit. I do that a lot. And I also think, like, shop your closet. Look and see, what haven't you worn in a while?
I love that.
And how did you remix it into something that you have new? Because a lot of times we get stuck in ruts and we think, oh, I can only wear that sweater when I wear these pants, instead of thinking outside the box of how you could do that. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm guilty of that sometimes. Like, I have, like... I think we can all relate to that. I've worn this outfit. I mean, not this recently, but I've worn this outfit before. But why can't I wear this with this blazer with a white t-shirt and jeans and some penny loafers? But I normally don't do that. So like for me, it's getting out of my comfort zone where, okay, Candy, you can repeat the blazer in a couple of weeks if you want to. Normally,
That's a big deal. But
normally I wouldn't do that because I'm like,
yes.
I don't like to wear
the same
I
thing.
have a little bit of a problem with that. But like, I'm working on it because I think that's also part of like how you can
evolve. You're just evolving.
Redo your style. It's more like it's evolving in the fact that I don't maybe need as many pieces as I used to. Although shockingly, I still look in my closet and I think I have like nothing to wear. But I think everybody does that, no matter how little amount of clothes you have or how many amount of clothes you have.
I agree.
I mean, that's
all right. So I hope that helped. If anyone else has any ideas, drop us a comment below. If you love our GINCHY GAB, please follow along because you don't want to miss another episode. And you want to finish with something? Sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one more thing. Like, hopefully, like, these types of videos inspire you to think differently because I think that's what we're trying to do is just get you to think outside of your box and out of your comfort zone. But there's many other style bloggers out there, and I've been watching them recently because of this, and they've inspired me to think differently about how I look at my own clothes and how I can redo them. So don't be afraid. Hopefully you stay tuned and listen to us.
Fashion does not have to be complicated. You just simplify it and it comes together
the way
you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
be you.
Thanks. Follow along.
Bye.
We'll see you later.